cinema, matinee. I ain't got $7.50 to pay. Everybody now.
I don't know what they said to that train before they let it go, but whatever it was, that train didn't like it.
The Foley guy was mad anyway. Every single scene in this movie is like the train going boom. You think it was a dragon or something the way they have it mic'd.
It was at one point where the brakes were unlocked on the train.
Yeah.
And it was just right then that train was like, unleash! This is Tony Scott's brother Ridley Scott. Tony Scott's second Train movie. Yeah. And considering
in a row.
Yeah, in a row. Yeah, like he's found a new hobby or something.
He's getting old. He likes to play with his train.
We got Denzel Washington, who he works at this railroad company. He's the old veteran, and then Chris Pine comes in, who got in through some connections. He's the new guy. He's the rookie, and so when these two have to get paired together to stop this train, of course, there's some tension. You know, this guy's like, hey, you come in and take everybody's job, but then they have to work together. And then, you know, the train is full of explosives, it's full of chemicals. If it gets to Staten, Pennsylvania, apparently it's going to explode in a big mushroom cloud and everybody's going to evaporate or change into zombies or something. So they got to stop this train before it gets to that crucial town.
It's funny. They tell you all that, all these things they say, and yet you don't feel any of that. It's like, they're like, no, if it gets to this town, it's populated with all these people. But you watch and it's like, it's just a train on the track.
Yeah.
Well, you know, just go right on through. I understand.
It's not till later in the film it's even making it to like 70. Yeah. And you're like, man, I went like 20 miles faster than that train just coming over to Corey's house to record for this movie afterwards.
You get a couple scenes from the side where that train's going fast or fast-ish. Otherwise, I'm watching whenever the guys, you know, Chris Pine or Denzel Washington have to get out on the edge and do something. I'm looking at him like, this train's actually moving pretty slow.
There's a point where on the track where all hell is about to break loose, where this track is about to come into contact with like a nuclear power plant, you know, a warehouse full of fireworks. I mean, it's like
it's going to open the cage with werewolves.
This train derails and lands in this specific place. The whole world, there's going to be a huge hole in the earth. And the thing is, it really does build up so much that there's no payoff. I mean,
lately I've been the guy who's the soft guy here, you know, the guy, because You've
always been the soft guy, dude. You're always the guy who's like, it's a matinee.
You know, that's the kind of Negro I am. I guess I didn't. No, because I did like it. I mean, I like Denzel Washington because I think that Denzel Washington, I mean, this guy can bring personality to anything. Denzel Washington could be playing a rock, and you'd be like, man, that's a charming ass rock.
If anybody has problems with shaking cameras, this camera is all over the place. Even when there's nothing going on, the camera is like doing 180s around cameras and trains. You know what? I still like watching Denzel, even though anybody could have had that role. I'm going to go ahead and give it a rental.
You're going to give it like a whole extra 2 stars or so for that?
No, you get to watch Rosario Dawson yell at people over the intercom. You know what? I saw it as Tony Scott not taking it seriously, but not in that he was playing it tongue-in-cheek, more like he didn't give a shit.
Yeah, the paycheck.
Yeah, I mean, I just found it completely lazy and boring. I mean, these characters so thin, Lindsay Lohan would have told him to eat a sandwich. I mean, I felt like, you know what, I'm not somebody who hates Tony Scott. I just think well, he's not that great. I was watching this movie when it's done, I thought, Tony Scott can suck my dick. I get this movie some old bull.
Nothing happens in this movie until the very, very end. Well, at the best, and this is being so fair to it, it's not even fair to me. I'm giving it a low rental.
I think y'all are being just a little bit too harsh on this movie. I mean, could it have used more plot and character development? Yeah, it could have. But I got it where it mattered, and that was with the two leads, Denzel Washington and Chris Pine. I thought they interacted very well together.
You all right? Take it easy. Yeah. Hold that dynamic out of 4. Integrate it with the throttle if you have to. Hold it out of 4. Hey, don't get sentimental on me. Makes me think I'm going to die. Just hold that 4.
Did the movie move a little bit slow? Yeah, especially in the beginning, but it led up to a climax that I thought was well directed and very suspenseful. It did deliver enough for me to give it a good matinee. They keep piling on everything.
A runaway train with no brakes in a populated area.
Full of explosives. What else? Well, poisonous gas. What else? Well, a bus of children is stuck on the rails. Well, what else? A goose with baby geese following on.
And there's a meteor coming too.
And the president is expected to be there.
Trying to make it